Today I'm going to be talking about the Collecting Macroinvertebrates video posted by Prairie Ecology Bus Center, which is located in Minnesota. The video starts out in front of a river where the woman is talking, but part of the problem with the video is they don't have a mic on her and they don't have good audio equipment, so no matter how loud you turn up the video, you can barely hear what she's saying over the sound of the rushing stream behind her. They also don't have any subtitles on it, and the auto-generated ones don't really match up to what she's saying, so it can be hard to fully understand what's going on for an educational video.
To you from the south side of Loon Lake in Jackson County. Talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is macroinvertebrates. Invertebrates, they live in our water and they help scientists tell what the quality of our water is. And so they will categorize them into different categories to let us know what the quality of our water is.
So here she starts to talk about how we categorize different macroinvertebrates into different categories of being pollution tolerant and intolerant, but she doesn't really go into detail about it. In reality, it's a biotic score system of 1 to 10, where the bigger score you have, the more intolerant to pollution you are. So if you see them in the water, the water's more likely to be a high water quality, and a lower score, for example, 1, means they are pollution tolerant, like leeches and stuff. And that means it's poor water quality. And she doesn't go into any of this detail to tell you about this. She just starts to sample. Here we're about to see her pull out a rock from the stream where she's gonna start to show us some macroinvertebrates she's finding without using a dip net.
See, there's not a lot moving, but we got to wait a little bit and be patient, because once they realize they're not in the water, they're going to start moving. Now, just taking a quick glance, I can see there's a leech right here at my fingertip. This would be one of our ribbon leeches. And we also have some snail eggs here. So you can keep trying your hand at collecting.
So then she ends up going into just showing some of the samples she found. Right here, she shows that ribbon leech again.
Moves like an inchworm, and it has 2 suction cups on either side, and one side is where it has its mouth, and it will move those 3 jaws back and forth until it has scraped open a spot to start drinking the blood.
Here she kind of starts to tell us about each species that she pulled out. First it was the leech,
food chain, and
now
this is
it's
our
scud.
Now scuds are freshwater shrimp, and they are also known as side swimmers because they swim on their sides. A lot of different
after collecting these
macroinvertebrates,
she never goes into the water quality factor of them, even though that's why she mentioned them. So like with the leech she was talking about, we would see that it has a score of 3, meaning that it's really poor water quality. Now a scud has a biotic score of 6, meaning it's more intolerant to pollution, and you would only see it in semi-good water quality. And then we have the water boatman, which has a biotic score of about 5, meaning it can be in semi-polluted waters. For a video about collecting macroinvertebrates, she never really goes far into the detail about them. She really doesn't touch on the collecting much either. She just says you can use any type of net that you want and to bring a jar. Ultimately, I feel this video isn't good for beginners. It doesn't really teach you much detail about any of the topics she mentions, whether it's how to collect the macroinvertebrates, what type of macroinvertebrate they are, or what water quality score you can figure out based on them.